Good afternoon, parents, families, and friends. Welcome to the 96th annual commencement ceremony of Commencement Union High School. It is my honor to be with you and to celebrate KU's graduating class of 2025. Joining me on stage today are Klamath Falls City School Superintendent Keith Brown, KU Counselor Rebecca Hirsch, and school board members Vanessa Bennett, Andrew Biggs, Andrea Jensen. On behalf of our school and community, thank you for your service and your support to the families and students of Klamath Falls. Next, I would like to recognize the outstanding faculty and staff of Klamath Union. As they now enter together, please join me in thanking the KU faculty for their countless hours invested in these young men and women. Seniors, you may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce KU ASB President Andy Harmon.
Although many of us won't stay connected after today, I'm confident that the future is bright for most of you. One valuable lesson that I've learned throughout high school is that you cannot rely on other people to do things for you. I hope that as you go out into the world, you will be proactive and become the most successful version of yourself without relying on others to do it for you. These next steps may feel scary or uncomfortable for many, but I can assure you that you are all capable of finding your path and carrying yourself. Now, with that being said, I'd like to thank all of the influential adults in my life and those who have helped all of us build a foundation. From our kindergarten teachers to our college and career counselors, they've all helped shape us into who we are today. Thank you. I'd like to welcome salutatorian Elena Barnes.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate this momentous occasion. They told me I didn't have to make a speech, but I thought, it's not every day you have the opportunity to give a speech for your graduating class. So here I am. I'd like to thank all staff and teachers for putting in your time and talents toward bettering our futures. I'd like to thank my friends for making me laugh, helping me understand tough assignments, and of course, for always being available to talk. I'd like to thank my siblings for making life interesting and being supportive, and thank you to my parents for encouraging me to persevere and work hard, for never giving up on me even when I wanted to give up, for letting me rent when I needed to, for giving me money to buy coffee after pulling an all-nighter, for showing up for me even when you had 7 other kids, and for showing me what love is. Now, I want to give a shout out for those of us that worked our butts off but don't have a valedictorian ribbon to prove it. Maybe you missed a couple assignments or didn't get the grade you hoped for on a test, but you were part of clubs and sports or were working, and you gave it everything you had. You deserve recognition all the same. Congratulations to all my fellow classmates. Through everything, you made it to graduation, and that is an accomplishment within itself. Take time to celebrate how far you've come, and remember, as Eleanor Roosevelt said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Now, I'd like to introduce valedictorian Elliot Huntoon DeRoche.
Hello, Klamath Union students, family, friends, and staff. I'm sure some of you already know, but graduation is also referred to as commencement, the beginning of something new. And as we leave this chapter of our lives behind, we should all leave it with a sense of accomplishment. Our class of 2025 had a truly unique experience, with the COVID-19 pandemic forcing our last 2 years of middle school into virtual or hybrid learning. This sadly had lasting effects on education worldwide. Even so, our class was able to bounce back. Through failure and triumph, we stand here today, all united in the fact that we are Klamath Union graduates. Even though it went by in a flash, these past 4 years have been filled with irreplaceable memories. Memories that we all share, such as the week of snow days, referred to as Snowmageddon, and those we each have individually with friends, classmates, and teachers. And as we enter a new chapter of our lives, we should all do so knowing that the class of 2025 has the largest number of graduates nationwide, which means we're all bound to have an influence on not just the nation, but also those surrounding us in the future. Anyways, enough yapping. Congrats, y'all. We made it.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll keep this short because it's really hot, and that's what we're all hoping for. Good afternoon, everyone. First, I want to say thank you to the teachers, staff, coaches, and everyone who showed up every day to help us succeed. Even when we didn't always make it easy, your effort and time made a bigger impact than you probably realize. To the families, thank you for sticking with us through the all-nighters and the missed assignments, and all the rides, meals, and pep talks in between. We wouldn't be here without all of you. To my classmates, congratulations, we made it. Some days, it felt like time moved slowly, other days, it flew by. But somehow, we're here at the finish line. High school came with a mix of everything: stress, success, setbacks, and the moment that made it all worth it. And through it all, we learned so much more than we think. We learned how to show up, how to keep going, and how to figure things out one step at a time. Now we all go our separate ways. Some of us are heading to college, other jobs, or the military, trade schools, or deciding what's next. That's okay. There's no perfect timeline and no one path that works for everyone. One quote stands out during moments like this: "Go confidently in the directions of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined," by Henry David Thoreau. Whether you're certain about your next steps or still figuring it out, that quote is a reminder that your futures hold purpose. Go for your dreams, and your plans will take shape along the way. Thanks again for everyone who supported us along the way. Congratulations, class of 2025. I'd now like to introduce my fellow valedictorian and my very own brother, Wyatt Jensen. Good evening, family, friends, teachers, and fellow graduates. I am thrilled to be standing before you today. After many long nights studying, last-minute essays, getting snowed out of school, and Kaufman's computer catching on fire, we made it. Before we look towards the future, I want to acknowledge those who have helped us get here. To our families, thank you for your endless support, confidence, and for tolerating our late night assignments, last minute. To the teachers and staff, thank you for challenging us and sharing your wisdom and encouragement. To my classmates, thank you for the laughter, friendship, and everlasting support. This is not the end, but the beginning. This journey wasn't easy, and that's what made it meaningful. We've grown not just academically, but personally. We've learned to adapt, how to overcome setbacks, and how to keep going when things get tough. Some of our most important lessons weren't learned from textbooks, but were from each other. We learned patience when Wi-Fi cut out mid-presentation, collaboration during team projects that tested our sanity, and grit when we felt like giving up. High school is for having friends you'll keep for the rest of our lives, which means we are really all in this together. One of my favorite quotes is from Joe Girard, who said, "The elevator to success is out of order. We'll have to use the stairs, one step at a time." I like this quote because, as a graduate, you're standing at the bottom of a brand new staircase. And while it would be nice to press a button and be successful, this quote reminds us that the climb is a part of the journey and that we are ready for it. Whatever comes next, college, career, adventures unknown, we have what it takes to take it one step at a time. We've proven we can do hard things, so now let's do great things. To the class of 2025, this isn't the end, it is the beginning of something bigger. Let's show the world what compassion, perseverance, and a little bit of humor can do. Congratulations, we made it. Thank you. Now it is my honor to introduce my fellow valedictorian, Bryce P., also known as Bryce Peterson.
Today, I'm going to talk to each of you about giants. I'm not referring to my giant stature, which I'm sure is what immediately crossed the minds of many of you, but that Isaac Newton credits his success to. He said, "If I have seen further than others, it is by standing upon the shoulders of giants." I think we can all agree with Newton that our success has also come from the giants in our own lives that have lifted us so we can achieve far more than we could have on our own. Giants are those who stand tall, stand strong, and stand out. Giants in our lives can be those who use their strength to lift us up, who use their heightened perspective to inspire and bring hope, who use their solid foundation to give us something firm to build our lives upon, and those who use their big hearts to give us the courage the courage to be great based on our unique qualities. I want to take a moment today to acknowledge the many giants who are here in attendance. Please take a moment to look around you. Look to your left and look to your right. Graduates especially, please look behind you. I would bet there isn't only one, but dozens of people in each of our own lives who have acted as our giants. I now want to personally acknowledge some giants who have made an impact in my life, and I'm sure in many of yours, throughout these past 4 years in high school. I want to personally thank our very own big friendly giant, Mr. Hyen, who, though doesn't use words like frobscottle and snozzcumber, always has sound advice and a clear vision for how we can be our best. I want to thank Principal Swan for his gracious support as our principal for 3 years. His kindness and dedication to each student was felt by many. I want to thank Mr. Randall for coming into this first year at Klamath Union with energy and great ideas, which has made it memorable for all. I want to thank Mr. Baker for teaching me to compete and work hard, not only on the court or on the field, but also in the classroom. And, might I add, on the stage. A definite highlight of mine from high school was getting to tackle him as Nacho Libre and Mr. Pelican. I want to thank our school counselors who work tirelessly to help us make the most of our time here and for the devotion that they give to each of our own future successes. I want to thank the teachers who have patiently educated and inspired us with their unique gifts. Whether it was Dykstra jumping on the desks at 8 in the morning and getting 100,000 steps in a day, or Mr. Robo and Mr. Kaufman showing off their passerby, or whether it be Mr. Chinjeri and Chi and mindfulness lessons, we appreciate the uniqueness of your personalities, and we have so much to learn from each of you. Many of us have been stretched beyond what we thought we were capable of by these teachers putting in the extra effort to help us succeed. I wish I had time to give examples of every teacher who has impacted my life and yours, but instead I encourage each of us to find the time to reach out and personally thank them. I want to thank my coaches who have taught me discipline, dedication, teamwork, and how to both win and lose with class. I want to thank, on behalf of every student, those in attendance today. You are our giants. If not for your guidance, your strength, your perspective, and your support, we would not be crossing this stage, which is our bridge to a promising future. I now want to personally thank each of you, my fellow students, and for this ride we have had together in this chapter of our lives. We've laughed together, we have cried together, we have worked hard together, and at times we may have slacked off too much together. We have learned together, spent time together, and built memories together. Without you, this high school experience would have felt hollow. Though we now part ways, we will always be bound by the experiences we have had together these past 4 years. Let's all move upward together and not only recognize those who have lifted us, but may we become the giants who are able to support and lift others to new heights. As we embark on this new journey, may we be unafraid to be as the giants by standing tall, standing strong, and standing out. Thank you and congratulations.
KU valedictorians: Elliot Andrew Huntoon DeRush. Jack Grayson Jensen. Wyatt Flynn Jensen. Bright J. Peterson. KU salutatorian: Elena May Barnes. KU honor graduates: Brandon Scott Asa. Emily Elizabeth Birmingham. Heidi Lynn Christian. Peyton April Elizabeth Eckert. Ryan Amlin Glidwood.
Congratulations.
And Amy Danielle Armand.
Congratulations.
Lothar MJ Nordor.
Congratulations.
Mikhail Ogal.
Congratulations.
Samantha Ariana Hope. Amelia C. Reed. Leo Roar.
Congratulations.
Graduates: Jaden B. Abrapel. Kelsey Ann Anderson.
Congratulations.
Alejandra Juliana Arachiga.
Congratulations.
Jacob B. Aronson.
Congratulations, Paper.
Maddie J. Atkinsons. Violet Alvarez Rodriguez. Allison Renee Baxter. John Benjamin Blitt.
Congratulations.
Katie Harley Bull. Hayden C. Bora Wide. Nevaeh Eva Marie Borges. Mason Dean Brandon.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Matt Michelle Brookshire. Glenn Philip Kalanico.
Congratulations.
Audrey Diane Casada.
Congratulations.
Alice J. Cadillo.
Congratulations.
Brianna Salma Sadillo. McKenna Avery Rose Collier.
Congratulations.
Deb Evan Lynn D. Barbarian. Cassandra R. Dupuy. Alana Alyssa Elizabeth Elson. Cindy L. Gallery. Jose L. Garcia Guia. Dashiell J. Giroux. Gabriel Dimitri Glover. Katie Cannon Thunder Gonzalez. Brian Vincent Green. Willow Annika Hancock.
Congratulations, Hava.
Alyssa Danielle Harris. Walter Hartley.
Congrats.
Levi M. Hicks. Damian James Hunter Plummer. Diego Peaceful Warrior Hutchinson. Liberty I. Islop. Connor Zane Jackson. Eden Elizabeth Johnston. Tristan M. Krantz. Malcolm J. Luther Hankinson. Kyler Ray Lazarski. Jaden Daniel Lee.
Congratulations, Shadow.
Annika Elizabeth Lawner. Angelo R. Lowry. JC K. Madden. Anna Lee Manchester. Bucky John Mott.
Congratulations.
Will Sharon McClintock.
Congratulations.
J. Mendez Franco. Carrie M. Rodriguez. Natalie Alicia Laura Miller.
Sue.
Adam J. Morehouse.
Congratulations.
Victor Nazareth Ramirez. Vielia Newbull. Dylan K. Natsuban. Maybe Lynn Olson. Kyle John Ozazaka. Octavio Ortega. Ulysses Ortega Degadillo. Miley Dayaner Ortiz. Hennessy Sarai Ortiz Gonzalez. Harmony Alexis P. Kate R. Peterson. Roxana Ramirez. Angel Ramirez Orozco. Janae S. Ryan. Kasaya A. Rico. Isaac Rodriguez Galan. Noemi Sanchez Leo. Ryan Beredo C. Eliana Serato Mata. Yansane Azrat Silva Ramirez. Jake J. Sororo. Jalen Faye South. Novali Lene J. Tufts. Alexandria Denise Tucker. Rope B. Bannerella. Jeff Wagner. Matt Angie Ray Westlake. Billy Whittaker. Madison Olivia Whitney. Emily Angelique Wiley. Kevin Lee Williard. Peyton Lynn Woodruff. Noah W. Yonahani. Farah Zumwa. At the conclusion of the commencement ceremony, students and families and guests are invited to join their graduates out on the field. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Senior Class President Peyton Eckert.
Congratulations, everyone. It has been my honor to serve you as class president for the past 2 years. Now, class of 2025, please rise. time, please switch your towel from right to left side of your hair cap. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2024